5 things you should know. This story from Sudan is true. Though it happened 20 years ago, the same use of child soldiers is still occurring today. I asked God what I could do about it, and he said, "Speak. What can you do?" The boy running for the river is 7 years old. In 2009, at the age of 28, he published his story. War Child by Emmanuel Hall. 2 soldiers were standing in front of me. "Come with us," they said. "You're going to school."
School? It's been long since we had a home and Mama taught us our lessons. Where will you take me?
Ethiopia.
We're in Ethiopia?
We're going to a place called Benudu. See white tents in the distance.
Are those our classrooms?
Stretching into the distance were the people. So thin and sick. Would they ever be able to get up from where they lay? Children with big bellies and empty eyes lay next to their mothers and did not move as flies landed on them.
Ethiopia? But where are the schools? Why are they here?
Do they want to go to school too? The boy was lying on a dusty blanket. He was one of the thousands who come to Benudu to go to school, about my age. He was one who died that day. And now we were going to bury him in the forest. The school became a dream as we grew hungrier.
The commanders have come to speak to us in Benudu, officer. This war is a long and bloody one. To win back Sudan will require much from each of us, and all of you have a part to play. Who can raise their hand and say they have not seen houses burned, their sisters raped, mothers beaten? The Arabs are to blame. They have destroyed our people, our land, our homes, and our religion. Now it is time for us to fight. Remember what they have done to each of you.
Pictures danced in my mind as I listened to his words. My brothers and sisters running. Bones lying on a dusty road. My aunt's empty eyes as the soldiers took her.
Young men fighting beside us for victory. How many of you are ready to be soldiers?
I was going to be like them. I was going to be a soldier.
2 years after arriving in Benudu, I finally left for training. I was 9 years old. We woke up while it was still dark and went jogging. As the sun rose, we went to the training ground to begin learning. Stand with your hands behind your backs and your feet apart. Stand straight, like spear. Repeat the moves for hours and hours until time to go back to your tukos
To eat maize porridge served on the lids of empty bullet boxes.
Night after night I fell asleep. Only dreams of war could wake me.
Get up!
My gun was gone.
Outside, all of you!
We've been told to always keep our guns by our sides, and mine had disappeared.
You call yourselves soldiers? So where are your weapons?
I didn't know where my gun had gone. I had to let go of it.
I have your weapons. It was like stealing from sleeping babies. It's time you learn to always be ready for the enemy. Now get on the ground. 100 push-ups.
I saw older boys pushing their bodies into the air with their arms.
I couldn't. What's that? Do it properly.
I couldn't do what the older boys did. My arms every day.
You must learn to eat more quickly. Natalomagy could come at any minute. From that day on, we had only minutes to get the burning porridge into our stomachs before they whistle-shrieked. I taught myself to smear a thin layer on my palm to cool it. I was becoming clever in ways I never knew I could be.
You cannot afford to feel now. Love, friendship, pity, all of these will weaken you in war. Instead, remember what the Halaba have done to your land.
The hate hardened inside me. I won't have friends again. Inside, I was becoming hard as stone. I was 11 years old. The SPLA's ally had been overthrown by rebels, and I was among many who were ordered to go
Fight!
Suddenly, Ethiopians ran out to the open, firing at us. A grenade hit the line. For a moment, they looked as if they were dancing on strings, their bodies tightening in surprise before death took them. If they were hit directly, they would split apart. I was in a line of troops marching back to the compound. Two Kawaha women were standing in the sun ahead of me. Kawahas, I shouted as I marched past. How are you? You, America? No, England. Her eyes were kind as she took my dusty hand in hers. She was not afraid to touch me. You want to go to school? School? I'd forgotten all my dreams. I saw the Kawaha often after that day. She was called Emma and started to teach me English. You are too small to live in war, too young to see the things you have. I'm going to make sure you go to school. Trust me, I'm going to take you away from here. She kept her promise. A small plane landed in Wat on the way to Kenya, and I scramble on board and hide among luggage as Emma kept Pilot busy by joking with him. Soon my stomach swooped away, and the land fell far beneath. I don't know where I'm going or what is happening. I just know that war has taught me to take whatever path I find. I told you we would do. 2 million died during the war in Sudan. I am ashamed. After the Second World War, the world promised genocide would never happen again. But then came Rwanda, and now Darfur. It seems as if good things are signed on paper, but the world turns its back when it comes to Africa. Everyone in my country has a story to tell, but I am telling mine to speak for all of those who can't. For now, the suffering in Sudan has not ended. The killing continues in Darfur. The peace agreement between the North and South still holds, but it's fragile. I know that childhood in Africa does not hold the same romance that it does in America. But I would still like to see a world in which no child experiences what I did. In May 2008, a global report by the Coalition to Stop the Use of Child Soldiers stated that tens of thousands are still involved in conflicts worldwide. Some must surely be too small to even grip their fingers around the weapons they are carrying. Children should be going to school, not fighting in battles, because they will lose their life, even if they survive.